Hey guys, welcome to the 6.21 patch notes. We're doing things a little bit differently today, so buckle up. Alright, so as you can see, I've made it so that we've got everything just kind of on the screen. We're going to do a read through and go from there. So let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that way you can follow my content, and also my live stream information is all listed below as well. Alright, so 6.21 patch notes for Battle Royale and Save the World. Going up, a whole new way to get some air in Battle Royale, and a hero makes their debut in Save the World. Fortnite challenges. So this Fortnite thing that's been going on, it's going to finish up in Battle Royale on Sunday, November 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So keep that in mind. Get that in your calendars. Finish your Fortnite challenges by then to unlock the Dark Engine Glider, and be in match at that time to witness the event. The event is, similar, I'm guessing, to what happened with the rocket, and I'm excited. I missed that one. I want to be in this one, and hopefully I'll be able to live stream it. We'll see. Depends on if Sophia can go to sleep. We'll see. All right, so balloons they've added. The little... Basically, the thing is, you get, I think it's 8 of them. It'll say it in the information below. And you get to puff them up, do everything. I'm not going to rebrand their content by showing it directly here, but there's a little video on their site that you can watch, but it's not, getting in game. Grab some balloons and lift yourself up. You can actually let go of the balloons once you have a few, and then that way that'll help to decrease your glide and everything. But at max height, they actually go away. We'll get to that in a little bit. Dimmok Igor for Save the World. Throw smoke bombs at enemy husks while you resist damage with Shadow Stance. Trust him, he's a doctor. Looks cute. Alright. General gameplay. Okay, added support for newer versions of PS4 and Xbox One controllers on Mac. I don't play on a Mac, I play on a PC. I shouldn't even say I play on a PC. I stream from PC. I do my play on Xbox One. This shouldn't affect me, but it could affect anybody if you do play on Mac. So it makes it more available for people who want to use controllers on Mac. Bug fixes. They fixed an issue where holding down the left mouse button would block other inputs in certain conditions on Mac. Not sure exactly what happens with that, but I'm sure it was a problem. Alright, Battle Royale, here's what changes. Alright, Playground. They updated the Porta Challenge grenade name, so, now it's a little bit more descriptive, I believe. Improved clarity of where to throw Porta Challenge grenades. So I guess there is a descriptor or something that'll show whenever you actually want to put out one of those challenges, so that way you know whether you have room or not. Weapons and items. Balloons added. They are of epic rarity. Comes with 20 deployable balloons. Now, it allows the player to defy gravity by holding up to six balloons, not 8, at a time. Primary fire button to inflate, secondary fire button to let go, which makes sense. Like, I imagine the inflate might take a little bit, but the let go is going to be almost immediate. Can be found in floor loot, chests, supply drops, supply llamas, and vending machines. Don't float too high for too long, because balloons only last so long at max build height. Makes sense. Like, the grappler. When grappling as a vehicle passenger, the velocity of your vehicle is factored into your grappler force. This was a problem before, because whenever you would use the grappler, it basically would stop whatever vehicle you were using, and because of the direction change and everything. It only occurs in instances where the vehicle velocity would be a net gain to grapple force, so you can't slow it down by grappling behind you, is what they're basically stating. Grappling, or not slow it down, but you can't send yourself backwards at the same rate of speed as you were going forward. That's what it means. Okay, so grappling as a vehicle passenger would now cause the vehicle to travel in a straight line to its destination rather than traveling in an arc. Okay, they vaulted the semi-auto sniper. Completely fine with this. I believe that the semi-auto sniper was just, it was there if you had to have a sniper, and it was really just annoying. You'd lay on the fire button, you got way too much ammo, and it didn't really do the amount of damage you really wanted. I'm okay with it. I think a lot of people are actually going to be not so great with it because of the fact that of the rarities and the detracting of the ability to have more snipers in the game. The guided missile, that's fine. Nobody wanted to use that thing in the first place. After they redid it, it just became worthless. It never did the amount of damage it really needed to. Dual pistols, this one I'm gonna miss. I really loved these. It took me a while to warm up to them, but once I did, they were just one of the best AR round items. And now we have the 6-shooter. I'm not as big on the 6-shooter. I hope they make it a little bit better, but it's fine for now. Those items will remain available in playground mode. So if you're in playground enough, you'll find them also. 25% of explosive damage will now penetrate through structures and the environment. Now this is a big enough change. So if a grenade lands on the outside of a structure, like outside of a build, some of that damage is coming through. So explosives are even better. Like rocket launchers, when you're firing at somebody who's in a structure, they're going to get some damage. Now, given it's not all of the damage, but a little bit's better than nothing. So you can assault people with explosives a lot better and get some hit markers, weaken them. Because let's face it, if you're on the other side of a wall, it shouldn't completely block stuff, but you can definitely lessen damage. I think that this is good and bad. Explosives have always been really powerful. This makes them even better. At least you're not just straight dying to the damage, but you need to be very aware of how you build so that you don't, die to things. Quad launcher is probably going to get a lot better with this because of how much you're going to be able to just lay out. Be interesting to see what happens. Now, the gameplay. The glider redeploy, they started a week ago. They finished the week of it being in all modes, and during this time they say they collected internal data and monitoring constructive feedback from all of us. We understand that not all players agree with this change, but we would like to continue with this functionality in the game based on the positive results we've been seeing. So they are keeping it for now. As the feature remains available, we will begin making quality of life changes to its functionality. First of which will be prioritizing glider audio over weapon audio within certain ranges. This will begin in version 6.21, which is now. We also plan on adding additional changes in future updates. Thanks for the discussion and feedback you provided. Please continue letting us know how we can improve this feature, your thoughts on its effect in matches, and any other feedback you may have as we continue to work on glider redeploy. So they're keeping it, and I think that it's fine. I definitely didn't like it at the beginning because of the lack of fall damage that happens, but I'm very happy to see it happen. It makes for a different change in the game. I don't know if they'll bring it back straight fall damage and not having a glider, but we'll see what happens. Additional gameplay changes. Grass updates more frequently, resulting in a smoother animation. That's nice. Added support for Nintendo Switch Pro controller and newer versions of PS4 and Xbox One controllers on Mac, as we covered it before. Bug fixes. They fixed an issue where picking up a trap could cause a hitch. I think I experienced this from time to time, but that's good. Certain bindings will no longer override the ability to use the full screen map and spectating actions. I don't know what happened with that. Again, it's a fix. Fixed the delay between using multiple small shields. This was a problem because you go to use a small shield and be a slight delay before you could. Small shields, the biggest and most important part of them is the fact that they go quick, and so therefore you get to actually use those to take care of in a clutch situation of combat. They're a lot better. You get 50 shield real quick versus actually taking the whole 5 seconds to drink a big pot. Or 15 to drink a chug. Fixed an issue where inventory could get stuck when using the grappler while picking up an item. I never tried this. I don't know what happened. Whatever. Map zooming will trigger buttons. Works on Switch again. Okay. Guess it didn't before. Audio. They intensified the Fiend Hunter crossbow fire sounds. That's great. That'll last till Sunday probably. Reduced the volume of cube monsters and dynamic spawners. So I guess there were just too many of them, so I guess they lowered the total number, which is probably better, and will make the Fortnitemares a little bit easier to play. Before, it was just, you could get mobbed pretty easily, especially towards the end of the game. It's now easier to hear gliders while shooting or harvesting. And that's good because I mean, the point is that if you have somebody flying in on you, you want to know they're coming. Fix sniper projectiles playing the wrong impact sounds when hitting cube monsters. I wonder what they played, because I don't know what it was. Fix boogie bomb music not playing for cube monsters. Okay. Replay system fixed a bug causing quad launcher explosions to reset when scrubbing replays. I didn't do anything within the replay system, so I don't mess too much with that, but okay, good to know. Mobile? It says mobile, but I think mobile was the original term. Anyway, point being, optimization to reduce hitching on Android phones using Vulkan. Snap to value slider added to the HUD layout tool. And widgets that should not have been editable had editable visibility shown will now be properly hidden. I didn't do too much on mobile, so I don't know. Save the world, missions and systems. All rarities of perk up and re-perk materials are now distributed starting in mid-Plankerton and beyond. This applies to mission rewards and mini-boss mission alerts. Perk caches. New cache that drops that can drop both re-perk and perk up will start appearing in mid-Plankerton. These can drop from mini-bosses and treasure chests. The volcanic and vortex modifiers can now appear in mini-bosses. Okay, so the vortex modifier allows the enemy to use a bolt of energy to pull heroes towards it. I'm just curious if at some point I'm going to get a monster or an enemy who grapples me, and I miss the monster and fly off the side of the map. It could happen. The volcanic modifier causes the ground to rupture under the player, exploding for huge damage. That one's going to be a little bit rougher, because I don't think you're going to be able to dodge much of it. Adjusted the Mutant Storm mission table to assure only one of the 3 modifiers could possibly appear in a mission. Acid pools, smoke screens, and slowing pools. Frenzied Death Burst modifier now applies an increase to enemy attack damage as well as a speed increase. Okay. Dim Mak Igor, he's a Plague Doctor Ninja. Sure, why not? Available tonight at 8 p.m. Going Commando's perk Boomstick now properly deals energy damage. I didn't know it did or was supposed to in the first place. Gameplay. Bug fixes. Fixed an issue where upgraded Adrenaline Rush would not revive allies. That would be a problem. When placing traps or using base with perks or attributes that increase max health to building pieces, the building pieces no longer get stuck with Repair 1 instead of letting you upgrade. Fixed a possible crash leaving the zone on Xbox. Okay, that's good to know. Correct mission info now displays in party members in zone lobby. That was a problem because I saw a repair the shelter whenever we were on a van mission. Defenses built around Storm Trap are destroyed when Storm Trap is placed afterwards. Okay. Enemies, bug fixes. Taker now properly pushes the players out of the way with a swoop attack, and the outline for the pumpkin-headed husks now appears properly because they were showing up ahead of time before. UI, bug fixes. The zone selected by the party leader is now properly replicated in the other players to the other players in lobby, and the Halloween-themed background is now properly appearing on the Fortnite quest map on the play tab. Audio. Added sound updates for the vote system with mission control. Thank you so much, because we never knew whenever it was time. And bug fixes. Fixed the issue with disintegrator explosions not playing consistently. Fixed an issue with combat music persisting when completing Fight the Storm missions. And fixed issue with Husk Beehive damage sounds not playing consistently. Alright, well that's it, that's all. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, watching, and I hope you enjoy this version now. We will see you again next time on the next update. And be there on Sunday. We're going to try and live stream it, like I said, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be in a little bit ahead of that if possible. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.